If you've watched any of my previous videos recently, you'll know that I had a big dust up with Samsung over the S10 Plus reception. Could not get a decent signal for the life of me. I'd be in a room with 4 other people with the same, network, and they would have a signal and I wouldn't. So I chalked it up to the phone, sent it back to Samsung 3 times, finally just sent it back for good. Or no, actually, I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, holy shit. Freaking truck flipped over. Anyway, so since then I've had a Huawei P20 Pro, P30 Pro, a couple other iPhones. XR was my most recent, but I couldn't wait for the Note 10 to come out because I'm a big fan of the Note line. I just think they're great phones, and this one looked pretty awesome. So I picked one up, a few weeks ago, and so far so good. I had a little bit of a dead zone on my way to work that I didn't have with the iPhone, but I just chalked it up to whatever, sunspots or who knows. So the other day, I actually had a life or death situation where the reception was so bad on the Note 10 Plus that I would have gone a whole day not knowing that a catastrophe was happening in my family. My wife and I were out in the Ocala National Forest for a birthday party at Alexander Springs, and the reception's really poor there. So I didn't expect to have a signal with anything. So like I said, I got there, set my phone on the table, had no reception, which wasn't a big deal. I mean, it's a birthday party, whatever. So later on, my wife never checks her phone. I don't even know why she has a phone, but anyway, she never checks it. But she did for some reason. We had already been there a couple hours, and my extended family was desperately trying to get a hold of us. She had tons of messages, voicemails, whatever. Family member of ours had been in an accident. His heart stopped. Basically we needed to go. So if it had not been for that iPhone, and that's the thing, I put the phones side by side. Note 10 Plus, no reception. iPhone, 2 bars. You can make phone calls, you can text, you had data. I think the data was like 2G, but I mean, even so, you had something. If it was the Note 10 Plus, I wouldn't have known all day, which is just aggravating for me because I've been through this with the S10 Plus, and I know Samsung knows this. I mean, they have to know, reception quality for phones. The XR was like head and shoulders above, the S10 Plus or any other Samsung phone that I had. So, and even the OnePlus 7, maybe it's just a radio issue with Android. I don't know. The OnePlus 7 was not as good as the iPhone. So, anyway, until Samsung figures this out, I think I'm done with Samsung. I'm actually on my way right now to get an iPhone 11 Pro Max, because I can't be having reception issues, not for no reason. I mean, these phone companies are, these are billion-dollar companies. You can't tell me that they're just not, cutting corners, or, they know about this stuff. Side by side, they know that, they can do signal tests and all that. They know their product is inferior, yet they don't do anything about it. So even make it the same or roughly similar, but when an iPhone has 2 bars and can make calls and receive texts, and your Note is dead, man, that's not something you should put to market. You just shouldn't, because it's going to affect people. I mean, it affected me. I had a family member who basically died. Luckily, he was revived, but I wouldn't have known about it. I'd have been at a stupid party all day. Meanwhile, all this crap is going on at home. So, anyway, I don't know. Samsung doesn't really care, but the Note 10 that I'm currently talking on will be the last video on it. The next video will be an iPhone 11 Pro Max. So, because I can't be doing this. And honestly, I don't know if I'm more excited about the phone or that I can actually use my Apple Watch again, because the Galaxy Watch sucks. Once you've used an Apple phone or an Apple Watch, you won't ever want to use any other watch again. So anyway, just throwing that out there. If anybody has signal issues or whatever, let me know in the comments. But man, I wanted to love this Note, and I do. I love the phone, but I can't live with subpar reception. I have to be able to know that my phone's going to pick up, a text or a call that I need to get when I need to get it. So anyway, signing off the Note 10 Plus. Next one will be an iPhone again. Oh well, such is life. Take it easy, guys.